What is up, guys? Today I have prepared for you a mobility and core session. If you've been feeling a little bit tight on the hips, or if you're just feeling a little bit mentally drained, I highly suggest that you follow along with me, okay? So let's go ahead and begin with just some simple breath work. Right here, standing up, feet about hip width apart, guys. I want you to just relax the mind. So we're gonna take 3 deep inhales. As you bring those hands to the top, we're gonna inhale. And I want you to exhale. Push everything out. One more time. One more time. And push everything out, guys. Bring yourself a little bit further into stance, guys. Now from here, what I want you to focus on is a hinge of the hip. So very gently, you're gonna push the butt back. You're gonna bring yourself to a forward position. You're gonna lightly bend those knees as much as you need it. And stay there, guys. Now drop the crown of the head. Allow yourself to hang there for a second. Now from here, grab onto your elbows. What I want you to do is just allow yourself to sway from the left to the right. You should feel very slight shifts in the hip when you go from side to side. Steady for 3, go for 2, go for 1. Now here, guys, gently grab on towards your right ankle. Now if you need to, keep the knees bent a little bit. If you feel like you can begin, go ahead and start stretching yourself out here. Pick up that butt fully stretched out. Now hold on there, hug yourself down, deep inhale. And let it all go. From there, guys, very gently move yourself towards the other side. Again, lightly bend yourself if you still feel the need to, or push that butt all the way to the top. Hold yourself steady. Hold it there for 3. Hold it there for 2. And for 1. Now, guys, meet me center. Lightly bend those knees. Interlace those fingers behind you, and I want you to push those hands towards the ceiling as much as you can while allowing yourself to go deeper into that stretch. Steady there, hold it there for 3. For 2, focus on your breaths. And 1, very gently release yourself back down, hands to the ground. And now here, team, go ahead and bring yourself down into a squatted position. Make sure that you have a nice wide squat there, guys. Elbows are right under those knees. What I want you to do here is allow yourself to push those knees back with the elbows as you bring your body's weight forward, and very gently bring yourself back towards that centered position. And then again, gently move forward and bring yourself back. From here, focus on the hinge. Stretch and drop down. Back up with that chest. Butt back hinge and back down. From here, guys, I'm gonna back up just a little bit because I want to walk you out into a cobra position. So very gently walk your hands out. As you come forward, press the pelvis down. Push through the hands, chest to ceiling. Allow those hips to press down into the floor, guys. As you stretch, the top part of the feet also press against the ground, guys. And from here, gently push yourself back into a downward dog, child's pose. There we go. Press the chest down, hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Now bring me into a tabletop position. I'm gonna go ahead and go towards the side here so you can start following along a little better. From here, guys, make sure that your knees are about hip width apart, okay? Try not to keep them together. Now, hands are right under the shoulders, chest is proud as you arch and inhale. And then exhale, really poke your spine out to the ceiling, crown of the head down to the floor. Again, deep inhale, deep exhale. One more time, guys. And lastly here, sit that butt back to the heels. Bring those hands in, hand behind the neck. Let's go, inhale, push the hand out, exhale. Just a couple breaths here, guys. Loosening up that spine, relax the body, relax your mind as you go through the movements. Go for 3. Go for 2, 1. Let's switch it over, guys. Gently bring yourself to the other side. And other side, left elbow comes in, and rotates up towards the ceiling. That's it. Deep breaths, guys. Inhale, exhale. Remember, this is not a race. You're trying to go through the movements of the body with detail. Nice and gently relaxing the mind. Now let's bring ourselves back to that tabletop position. I want you to bring the left foot forward here, but you're gonna keep the right knee on the ground, making sure that you're nice and aligned with that hip bone. Now, don't keep the back foot flat. Okay, I need you to hold yourself with some support. So curl the toes into the mat, team. Now what I want you to do is push the butt forward. The pelvis is gonna curl towards the belly button here to give you an additional stretch of the head flexor. The hands are gonna come right here. Now, to further help you with your breath work, which I also intend to do, you're gonna bring one finger or two fingers under the belly button and two fingers right here at the chest. What I want you to do is you're gonna arch, take a deep inhale, and then you're gonna curl the pelvis in. Just try not to drop the chest. Again. Arch and push the air out. As you're doing that, guys, push the hips forward. Try to bring those two fingers together, meaning curl the pelvis in. And again. Let's do one more time here, guys. And exhale, hold it there. Keep that tension there. Bring the right hand down. I want you to go ahead and release that right knee up to the ceiling, just like that. Now from there, guys, hold yourself steady. Give yourself a deeper stretch here. Nice and tight. Now from there, you're gonna rotate up, push through that front foot, hold it up, eyes towards the ceiling, and bring that hand down, wrap it around. If you're able to, rotate just slightly, a little bit more, and release. Bring yourself back to center. From here, let's rotate it out. You're gonna switch over. We're gonna switch stances, guys. The right foot faces forward. The left knee is gonna bend down just like so, right under that hip bone. Once again, aligning ourselves the same way we did the opposite side. Curl the toes under. Again, guys, one finger under the belly button, the other under the chest. We're gonna bring a deep stretch here with some breath work. Arch the back, chest is proud. Deep inhale, now push through the foot, the glute squeeze it, hips comes forward, curl the pelvis, exhale. Again, deep inhale, and push the air out. Couple of breath work here, guys. Getting further and further into that stretch if you can. And let's do one more right here with me. And release it. Now that you feel that deep stretch here, let's go ahead and bring that left hand down. From here, guys, bring that left knee off the ground, but drop the hip into a deeper stretch there. Hold it steady. Give yourself a couple of little pulses here. And from there, guys, pushing through that right foot, rotate from the right, open up wide, hand to the ceiling, and bring that hand back if you are able and comfortable, guys, to give yourself a little bit of a help here. Rotate out. Once again, release. Hand comes to the front, and now we're gonna keep this wide position here. We're gonna stretch both legs out, hold it there, guys, hinge it down, grab on, side to side one more time for 3, for 2, almost like doing a figure 8 here, guys. As you shift through the hips and the spine, you're gonna feel the inner thighs slightly being stretched as well. Let's go for 3, let's go for 2, let's go for 1. Now here, steady here. Bring the feet slightly together. Bring yourself down into a squat. I want you to bring the hands behind your back. Now, bring yourself into a seated position. I want those feet wider than hip width apart. Try not to be here, okay, because this is gonna matter in the long run. Bring yourself apart. Now, what I want you to do here, make sure those hands are behind you. You're gonna simply drop the knees down to one side. Allow yourself to shift. Try not to lift the hands behind you so you can feel that stretch in the hips, guys. And from here, bring it center and towards the other side gently. Remember, this is not a race. Inhale and exhale. Remember that the mind and body are very connected, guys. Allow the gentle movements to relax the mind as well, and allow your mind to relax so that your body can go through it gently. Breathe. Let's go for 3. We're gonna build onto this little flow in 2 and 1. Now from here, guys, as you're here in the center, I want you to push through those hips all the way to the top, stretch it out, bring it back down, and now the opposite way, drop it. So we're gonna continue building on from here. Push through, back down, and over. Now, if you're comfortable, I want you to lift off, left hand comes up, and you're gonna go behind you, getting a deeper stretch into those hips. Bring yourself back down, knees fall to the other side. As you come towards the left, now the right hand is gonna come up with you, stretching, pushing through. Bring yourself back down and drop the knees. If you want to, you can stay right here, okay? You don't have to add on. You do what feels best for you. Bring it back down, other side. One more time here, all the way to the top, back down, release. We're gonna add on just one more on this side. And pause right here. Now what I want you to do is you're gonna bring yourself towards your knees, hands in front. I want you to push up into a hip thrust right there, all the way through, making sure both hips are squared toward the front. Very gently with this move, guys. If you're not comfortable doing this part, just stay with the first part. From there, we're gonna come right back down. Hands come back behind us. We're gonna go right into our stretch. Right hand comes up, pushing through, coming right back down. Now we're gonna fall this way. We're gonna lift ourselves up. We're gonna hip thrust, pushing through both hip bones, squeezing the glutes at the top, bringing ourselves back down. This time, opposite hand comes up, pushing through the ground, guys. Now we're starting to get a little bit looser, all the way again, focusing on the quality of our movement. Remembering this is not a race. You may feel one side a little bit tighter than the other. Remember, as we go through life, guys, we build imbalances and tightnesses and tightness around our body so that we can make sure that we can continue to operate day to day. It's when we start doing moves like this that we realize where these imbalances are coming from. So pay attention to your body. Learn about it just a little bit more. Stay with me for 3. Let's go for 2. One more time here, guys. And we're gonna finish here on this other side. Thrust it. From here, bring yourself back down to that center. I want you to open those legs wide out. Now let's get a little bit more into the inner thigh. Hands are gonna come close in. Now, what you're gonna do here is almost like a split, but not all the way through, okay? What I want you to do is slowly inch your way forward. The toes and the knees, I need you to point them that way. So you're gonna have to push your knees this way, guys. Rotate the toes behind you, which is gonna be a little bit hard. Hands here on the knees, chest is proud, and very gently begin to drop yourself forward without actually dropping the chest. Keep your back flat and keep pushing the knees to the back wall. Hold yourself, breathe there. Very gently, every single time, inch your way forward, steady. Working through the breath. Do me a favor and start squeezing those quads nice and tight. Flex those muscles to the bone. Hold it there. And bring it back in, relax it. Once again, we're gonna go a little bit deeper now. Steady there, walk it out. Keep the chest proud, knees pointed towards the back wall. Keep going, steady, or just go towards where you feel comfortable, but not too challenged. This is not where you wanna challenge yourself in, okay guys? Steady. And from here, bring yourself back to center. I want you to go on ahead and come on to the left side. I want you to find where you're comfortable. You're either gonna come to the knee, the shin, or go right into that stretch, guys, all the way down. If you are able, hold it there for 3. Focus on your breath, relax the mind. Flex the toes towards the ceiling. Very gently bring yourself back to center, slide back. This time we're gonna go to the other side. Again, guys, allow yourself to come to the knee, the shin, or a little bit further. Point the toes towards your body. Come back down, hold it there. Rotate towards the ceiling if you're able. finding deeper, deeper into the stretch, listening to your body as you go. And release. We're gonna bring those feet together in the front. Bring yourself forward gently. Go to where you are able and point those toes towards the head, guys. Hold it there. Gently drop the chest. You should feel a nice deep stretch in the calves as well. And release here. Now I'm gonna go this way so you guys can see me, but you guys stay steady. Let's bring yourself into a corpse position, dropping it all the way down. I want you to bring your knees towards your chest and very gently hug yourself towards the top. Release and bring it back into the chest. Now here, guys, although lightly awkward, all I want you to do is open the knees up and bring them back down to center. Just like that, guys. When you open, get away from the chest. When you come near, bring them back towards the chest, lightly lifting the lower back. We're gonna go the opposite direction in 3, in 2, and 1. Other way. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Now here, guys, rest the heels towards the ground. One of the biggest things that I want to focus on right here is just your bracing of your core, okay? So we're going to end this with a little bit of breath work and a little bit of control and bracing of the core. So I know if you are able to go ahead and bring your left hand or your right hand right under your lumbar spine. If you're doing what I think you're doing, what we normally do, you're probably arching, right? So what I want you to focus on right here is bringing your hand right under your lumbar spine. Now, I want you to think about curling the pelvis towards the mat. The moment you do this motion with your pelvis, you should begin to feel pressure on your hand as if you're trying to squeeze it down, right? So do me that favor. Go ahead and press your lower back against your hand. Now, as you remove the hand, continue doing that motion. Keep pressing against the floor. Now you should start feeling yourself curl into the belly button right there, right, guys? Now from here, you should feel a little bit of tension. What I want you to do is you're gonna bring that navel down. So I don't want you coning up at the top either. Don't just pop the belly out. Think about absorbing that belly down as well, as if there's a string pulling your navel down to the ground. Now this right here, guys, the combination of bringing that pelvis in and bringing that navel down is called bracing. What I want you to focus on here is some breath work alongside the bracing. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna arch, expand the belly, release everything, and then exhale. Bring anything back in. Again, guys. Release it and press it all back in. Again. One more time. And now, I want you to keep that contraction here. Bring your knees about 90 degrees, flex the heels out. Keep the knees on top of the hips. Right hand on the right side of the knee, left hand on top. We're gonna do a couple of drills here to warm up that core. Now what I want you to do is you're gonna create a lot of tension between your knees and your hands. Push your knees towards your hands and your hands against your knees. Just a little bit. You should feel a little bit interabdominal pressure, all right, guys? So let's focus here. I'm gonna count you down to about 10 very slow seconds. So make sure you hold tight and create as much pressure as you can. On 3, on 2, and focus on that breath. Curl the pelvis in, go. We're gonna go for 1, 2, 3. Keep pressing against those hands, hands against the knees. 4, 5, 6, 7, keep going. 8, 9, hold it, don't release, stay right there. Now, keeping the left hand on the left knee, bring the right hand to the left knee as well. I want you to push against that knee, keep curling that pelvis to the ground. Do not let yourself arch. Right heel is gonna go out and extend, and you're gonna exhale. Inhale to exhale. Be very detailed here, guys. Be very careful about your body not lifting that lower back. Stay there for 5. Let's go for 4. Go for 3. Keep pushing that knee against the hand. Go for 2. One more, guys. And 1. Switch it over. Right hand on right knee, left hand on top, and go. Inhale, exhale when you come back to the top. Keep yourself steady with your form, guys. Let's get it for 5. Keep going. 4. The more the better. The slower the better. 2. Give me one more here. Inhale. Exhale. Steady. Back to center. One more time. 10 times. 10 seconds here. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good, guys. Now from there, I just want you to stay here for just a second. Extend the legs out in front. In a minute, we're gonna go into a cobra once more in a 3. Give yourself a second in 2. And turn into a cobra, guys. Roll on over into your stomach. Just like so. Hands under the shoulder. Press that pelvis under. Keep the toes curled under the mat. All the way up towards the ceiling. Release it. From here, push yourself back into a downward dog. Up and down with your heels. From here, guys, high plank. Bring that knee forward. Deep stretch here. Back down. Downward dog. Back forward. Deep stretch here. Back down. Downward dog. Stay there. Open wider. Hands come in. Very gently, guys. Shimmy your way to the top. Shoulder roll it back. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me, guys. I hope this kind of helped you feel a little bit looser. If you're doing this first thing in the morning or the last hour of your night, I hope it gives you what you need. Thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful day.